Both packs fierce in that department. Middle third is always key.
So here we are, folks, another edition of one of the great rivalries in rugby league, New Zealand against Tonga. It's going to be Jordan Rapana to kick off for New Zealand.
Stay back, guys. Stay back.
Tonga with the first reception. Welcome back to Mount Smart Stadium International Rugby League for Norblake.
Okay, boys, how we get? Hold!
With the first carry.
Go.
And Havili, both those players going to be very influential, as will Taumalolo if Tonga are to prevail in this game.
Brandon square. Go, two.
Havili again, and now Tokeaho. Nice hit on him by Jesse Bromwich and James Fisher-Harris.
Hold!
One of the premier props in the NRL. This is his first start for New Zealand in that position.
Doing it! He's 10. Hold! Go, four.
Havili getting up towards the halfway line now. As for Norblake again, with the second carry of this set.
Square. Let's go, hold, wait!
Right on the halfway for Tonga.
Right.
And there goes the kick from Amone. Got good weight on it. Bit of pressure coming on Mulitalo, and a good chase coming through from his Sharks teammate, but rival today, Katoa.
Nice bit of variety coming out of their own end. First one or two players who were single out runs, which were a little bit awkward. We mentioned runs as this man from the back, whether it be yardage or attack. Good carry right there.
Yeah, a penalty from referee Atkins there. Didn't like the high contact from Katoni Staggs on Joey Manu. Really interesting selection, this one for New Zealand. Arguably the most interesting, with Manu playing fullback in this game. So New Zealand now have a big chance to post early points in this game with a full set of 6. Inside the 30 here is Brandon Smith. Tapane, what a standout season he's having for Canberra in the NRL. He has his first touch. Slow play the ball though as Smith waits at dummy half again. And now Manu up on the line here. Almost transferred to Rapana. And that was a big play by Tonga's winger, Tuipulotu.
Oh, Tuipulotu came in the passing channels. Nice little play down the short side. Started stepping, come across. You can't quite get the man. You've got to get in the passing lane. He's able to obstruct the pass. And in saying that, though, another good opportunity for back-to-back set for this Kiwi side. Play the ball. Centre of the field. Options either way. Very dangerous from here.
Yeah, massive heat here on the Tongan team. As Fisher-Harris takes the first carry.
Let's go! Square! Hold, wait!
Smith waits. He's going to use the open side to Jerome Hughes. Here's Manu. This is looking good for the Kiwis here, but a nice drifting in defence there by Tonga. Good tackle by Will Penasini in his first test. It's only 19 years of age, rather. Here's Tapane. Havili in there at dummy half. Being used mainly as an interchange player for the Rabbitohs this season. Smith's going to have a dart. And go very close. Here's Tapane at dummy half this time. Now Hughes. Hughes will have a crack at the line. And Hughes! Oh, did he get it down? I think he might have been held up. That one's going to be interesting. No. Oh, the try's given.
Oh, I'll tell you what, look to me, it was held up. Referee was there on the spot to have a look at it. But when you speak about a spine, very much inexperienced, only his 4th game for the Kiwis as a test, his first start, Jerome Hughes, seen this time and time again, come off his right, split multiple defenders that got across. Look to me at first, it was a hand underneath the ball, came off his right. A little bit of a goosey, strong, he knew what he was doing. Look here right now. Oh, well, you've got to think there was a blade of grass underneath that, but plenty of Tongan men in the picture, Glenn.
Yeah, well done to Jerome Hughes. That's a try, his second in the Kiwi jumper. Scored a try on his debut back in 2019. The perfect start for the Kiwis. And Jerome Hughes again with that explosive pace off the mark, Monty.
Well, we've seen that in his 90-odd appearances for Melbourne Storm, especially of late in the last few years. When you think about this new look spine, very fresh, very young, but in his first start in number 7 jumper, and only his 4th test, he started in the best possible way.
I wondered who the goal kicker would be for the Kiwis before this game. Here he is, Jordan Rapana has got the job. 4 goals this season for Canberra. And that's a nice, comfortable one for him to start. 6 points to 0. The perfect start for the Kiwis. And it was a beautifully taken try, and it came off that penalty for the high shot. And also that knock-on from Tui Pulotu as well.
Well, you could only think it was that back-to-back sort of sustained pressure that he had, but geez, there was plenty of Tongan defenders there. He was able to split them with that change of pace off that right foot. This man's going to be key in what he said behind the post. It's important now that they answer back with a big defensive set.
Indeed, Tonga not being in New Zealand's half with the ball in these first 5 minutes. So far, so good for New Zealand. Met by fierce defence there, James Fisher-Harris. And now Kenny Bromwich. Another test for the Bromwich brothers for New Zealand. Number of Melbourne Storm players in the side, of course. Here's another one, Jesse.
Ken off the body.
Test number 30 for him, the most experienced of the New Zealanders. Here's Smith darting from dummy half, doing what he does best. They just hung off him a little bit there. Good roll on here for New Zealand. Over the halfway goes Joey Manu. Good to see him actively involved despite wearing the number 1 jersey. Papali'i waits at dummy half. And there's the kick from Hughes.
Kenny, Jesse.
This one's going to be comfortable here. And back comes Kola. This young speedster from Manly.
Release. Hold.
Best possible way, present a line when you got Kola. Parents both athletic whizzes in their day.
Absolutely, as Katoa takes the next carry for Tonga. What's their defence going to be like for the Kiwis? So far, so good. As we see Penasini take the next step up. And now Tokeaho in his last season as a Rooster now. Of course, he debuted in the NRL for the Warriors. Played just 1 game before he moved to Sydney. Havili kicks on the 5th tackle. Poking it behind Mulitalo, but he's back in good position there.
Nice little kick from Havili. Just takes a bit of pressure off on Monet. Of course, Katoni Staggs, not noted kicker, Katoni Staggs. So Havili kicking from there gives them something to think about.
Havili, a key player for Tonga, his 14th test. Tokeaho, Taumalolo, also over double digits. As the Kiwis spread it here on the 3rd tackle. This is Hiku. Great season for the Cowboys he's having. Rapana waits at dummy half. Nice shift of ball here. Kiwis looking expansive. Bromwich. And now Dylan Brown. Rapana inside. Oh, yes! It's showtime early here at Mount Smart.
Oh, great play. Mentioned a couple of debutants. Dylan Brown, a number of times in the facet of play. That time they're able to shift to an edge. Found some space. Kenny Bromwich has been really good to show and go. Not quite in terms of the go. Did the great job there, Dylan Brown. And Rapana coming a long way off his wing inside. Obviously played a bit of fullback before. Knows where the threat was going to be. And he was right there. Back-to-back tries for this Kiwi side.
Now Rapana gets his 7th try in his 12th test. It's quite the strike break. Now Rapana loving every second of that. And he'll get the chance to convert from in front as well. Well, this is a dream start for New Zealand, not the start Tonga were looking for at all. Monty beat them.
Oh, you think about the sea of red, the flags. This is the best possible way to take them out of the equation.
Well, they've had no ball and no field position in the first, what will be 9.5, maybe 10 minutes by the time we get through this conversion. The Rugby League is a hard game to play without the ball. A simple conversion. Sideline for us tonight. Former Kiwis captain, the most capped Kiwi. Adam Blair. Kia ora, Adam.
Kia ora, Glenn. Kia ora, korua. Manua te ao matariki, everyone. Happy New Year. It's going off down here. It's crazy. But like you guys said, great start for the Kiwis. The important key for those boys is to keep holding possession, keep pleading their sets, and keep turning the Tongan boys around. They're finding it hard to get out of their in goals or off their lines. So the key messages for the boys, for the Kiwi boys, is just to keep completing, keep playing the ball down that end.
Yeah, kia ora, Adam. We'll be back to Adam throughout the game here at Mount Smart. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Let's see if Tonga can restrict New Zealand in this set here. So far, New Zealand have clicked big time in these first 9 minutes. He's Tapane once again. He's #1 in post-contact metres in the NRL so far this season. 5th in offloads, 5th in metres per game. What a season. And that's basically a prop too. There's the late offload from Manu. Nicely picked up by Fisher-Harris. Brown in space again. Second phase play has been very promising for New Zealand so far in this game.
Wait!
Here's Fisher-Harris again, met by fierce tackling. Time it was Koloamatangi. A good solid shot on him. And Tapane. Good pace the game's been played at by the Kiwis as well. It's energy-sapping stuff for Tonga. Now Smith keeps it on the short side for Brown. Challenging kick. Did that go forward off Mulitalo? I think it did. Play on is the call by referee Atkins.
He could have go, and it went backwards. Unfortunately, wasn't deflected into the right set of hands if you're a Kiwi point of view, but great work from Tonga. They've diffused it, getting back behind the ball. Few hands on knees. Get out of your end right now. Koloamatangi met in a heavy tackle.
Another fantastic set there by New Zealand, really pinning Tonga once again deep in their own half to start their set. Who's going to provide the X factor for the team in red? Maybe a clean break. Now for Noah Blake. Test #7 for him. Of course, he's a former Kiwi. Played one game for New Zealand at the 2017 World Cup. There goes the kick from Amone. And again, it's Mulitalo in good position for the Kiwis. And now Manu.
Well, you've seen why he's been in that fullback position. Normally a strike centre, but at the moment he's been given plenty of a strike at the back. Multiple occasions with the ball in hand.
Well, Matani makes that tackle again there on Jordan Rapana, who's been very active in the game as well. Brown nice and flat. Good receive there. And Mulitalo. He'll be welcomed in the New Zealand jumper with open arms as they look to spread it on the 4th tackle. Cooking up a move here for Joey Manu. Love when he runs with the ball in one hand like he does. There's Hughes again. That will challenge the Tongan defence. Bounce critical here as taken by Sione Katoa.
A nice fit from Katoa. It's important now that the Tongan team come out. Great run by Gola. We'll just see if he gets the ball in space. He's going to be very difficult to handle.
One of the fastest players in the NRL is Kola. And now Penasini, who's getting another touch. So it's a young, exciting Tongan team, particularly out wide. Katoa here, the most experienced at 24 years of age.
Nice work from the outside backs, getting in, trying to find elbows and knees, play quickly, get a roll on.
Now they're rolling through here, Stags. Here's a chance for Moses Suli. Big tackle on him, though, by Petaheku. Really took control of Suli there very nicely. And Stags with the kick. That one's going to be allowed to bounce. Nervous times, and in the end, it's not going to favour Tonga. Kuponiua was right there, but couldn't get the gather. Katoni Stags not required for New South Wales tomorrow. So here he is playing for Tonga.
Look at that man, Petaheku. How good's he been? Not just in leading the haka, everything we're seeing for the Cowboys, but already in this match, he's been immense. Great one-on-one shot earlier on here as well.
Led the haka beautifully. Whoops, there's the first error by New Zealand, and Jesse Bromwich has coughed it up. And now here's a big chance for Tonga.
Yards already. He knows it's an opportunity for his Tongan side. Captain's leading the way.
Big chance here for Tonga. They'll be on New Zealand's line if they play Stags. Chance for them to come back into the game here. Tuponiua at dummy half. Amone has the ball, and they're going to settle it down for Whanua Blake. Late offload, keeps some second phase play going here. Kaloamatangi. Nice pass to Penisini, but Mulitalo jammed in nicely. Now Kola into the into the 10-metre zone he goes. So some expansive play by Tonga. Great to watch. Can they ice it with the try? Tokeaho. Smith is up there. Havili waits at dummy half. Nice and flat Amone. Nice cut-out pass. Here's a chance. Katoa scores for Tonga.
And the crowd has erupted. The flags are going nuts. So are the dance moves people out of their seats. We spent the first part of this game talking about the brilliant attack from the Kiwis. Did we forget that the Tongan side, when they got the ball in hand, are just as deadly? Look at that try. Beautiful stuff. The crowd is alive. Beautiful work from Mate Ma'a Tonga. As you see, Jesse Bromwich, then captain gets on it. He leads the way through the middle, Glenn.
Really interesting that both teams have capitalised on their opponent's errors. That's a lovely shift. Good try for Katoa. And that is his first try for Katoa in the Tongan jumper.
Nice too. You see Katoni's tags on the other side of the field being a little bit more direct, getting tackled with the ball in hand, and that time Amone going to the line, asking a few questions, calling on defenders to jump in. They turn their shoulders in, he passes out wide. That's right, Mate Ma'a Tonga. Captain still speaking now.
Oh, have we missed these scenes or what? Now, great sport. It's just wonderful to see and feel the vibe here at Mount Smart this evening. Katoni Stags with the goal-kicking duties today. He's kicked 14 goals this season for the Broncos at 78%. Like Tonga have won the World Cup. They're back in the game, 12 points to 6.
How about that for a lift? A little bit fatigued, a little bit tired, just got to try and come back, even after a few defensive sets, back to back. A crowd like that, the energy, it's infectious.
We're laughing off here just for a moment at that last sign there. That was interesting. 16 minutes played, 3 tries will roll on this game. We're averaging a try every 5 minutes at the moment. Just been magnificent occasion and great sport so far. Hope you're enjoying the game. Plenty more drama to come. Look at the shift of the ball here early in the set by Tonga. Tuponiua, great offload to Tuipolotu. Auckland Rays player, of course, went to St Paul's Collegiate. He'll be loving the atmosphere. Here's a nice solid contact on Suli once again.
Oh, just the outside men when they come in, and Carey just as effective as a front rower or an edge player, backed up by another big man running strong. Tokeaho, he knows this ground well.
This is a great set by Tonga. They're really playing positively here. Still got one tackle to go, and they're really galloped into New Zealand's half very comfortably here. Can they finish the set with a good kick? A little deep, comfortably taken there by Manu, and Manu returns with interest here.
Disappointing into the set from Amone. Wonderful stuff from this Tongan team. Watch out, as we mentioned before, what he can do from the back. Defensively, yardage-wise, even attack, outstanding.
Now, New Zealand coughed the ball up. Remember, the last time they were bringing the ball off their own line. And Tonga scored a try. Good, strong carry there. That's Nikore. Really good selection, I reckon, in the Kiwis is Nikore. Oh, look at Fisher Harris. Fisher Harris, yes! Oh, almost a brilliant solo try from James Fisher Harris. Sensational run. There's Manu burrowing from dummy half end. Wow, that's the end of the set. Maybe the adrenaline pumping in Manu, but what a run from Fisher Harris.
Oh, what a run from Fisher Harris. I thought it was going to go all the way, showing the ball, making good decisions to pull it back, as we see in the replay. Look at that, shows once, shows again, decides to pull it back. Thought he was going to go all the way, not to be, but Joey Manu really, though, so many deciding plays. His contribution will be huge.
Move, pedal weight now.
Oh, Tonga just survive.
That's right.
That defence around the ruck will be concerning them.
Get it off!
Allow Fisher Harris to run through like he did. Fast play, the ball has Havili coming forward again. That was excellent play from Whenua Blake.
Yeah. Wait! Go.
Matangi plays the ball. Pace of this game's been very good so far. Amone. Again, awkward bounce here, but it's going to come back nicely for Mulitalo. No space for Mulitalo yet in this game.
The Hims have started. They actually haven't stopped. I think quite like it. To my Tonga fans.
Rapana for the Kiwis. Bromwich onto that one. Won't be too long before we see some firepower off the bench. Leota, Asa for Solomona for the New Zealand team today. Goes Smith again. Brandon Smith, that's Brown with the ball. Now Hughes. Hughes' kicking is usually very accurate. Rapana's got it. No. Tuipolotu has it. Great take by the young winger.
Very good. Kompeni gets up as well. Wrestles for the ball. Big job from Tonga now to get out of their end. Jammed in that corner. Need that line speed from the Kiwis.
A great set from the Kiwis to finish up just a couple of metres out from Tonga's line. So some hard meters to be made again. There's Kola. Comes forward now for Tonga. Tonga have completed at 100%. But really haven't had any decent field position yet. Remarkable completion rate from them. And they're going to spin it on the last, and now the kick will come from Staggs. A little messy to end that one, and now Manu can fire up in the #1 jersey again for New Zealand.
I'd be loving it, Manu. Not quite a cold Tamaki Makato night. The fact that he doesn't have to wait on the edge for the ball, he can go looking up, go looking for it. That's exactly what he's done.
He's having a strong game, as is Fisher Harris. He's already run for 100 metres in the game. 50 or 60, of course, from that one carry alone as Tapane shifts the ball. And that's Moses Leota, who's out on debut now for New Zealand.
Jason!
See the Auckland-born Panther. Manu being allowed to run from dummy half. That's gone backwards, so play-on's the call. Here's Papali'i. Tuipolotu back again, saving the day for Tonga.
Big set for Tonga now. A lot of people in front of the ball. They need to dig deep. Looking to turn the screws the Kiwi side. You see hands on hips.
Nice relentless defence there from Fisher Harris. Christian Tuipolotu having a really interesting game. As Katoa, the try scorer, comes through now. So Leota out there. Jesse Bromwich is the player that's been interchanged out of the game for New Zealand. Always congratulate the new players playing, and Moses Leota out there now on debut for New Zealand. There's the kick from Amone, and now Jordan Rapana coming back for the for the Kiwis.
So at the moment, it's a kicking game that is proving difficult for this Tongan side. Probably the difference too in terms of the position and what they're doing, how they complete their sets. Hasn't been the best from Tongan side, Amoni in particular.
There's Nikore. Of course, he's moving to the Warriors. This will be his home ground. Next week, or next year rather, as Hughes looks to shift it back to Tapani. It's going to be interesting to see how many minutes Tapani plays in this game. He's been averaging 50 minutes per game this season at prop for the Raiders, but he'll probably have to go a lot more than that in this game here as Hughes shifts it. Brown shrugs off a tackle. Penalty to New Zealand.
Offside's the call. Tony Staggs comes flying out, put a shot off, and Brown up to it.
Go 10 quickly.
So far, so good for Dylan Brown. Very solid in the 6th jersey.
Oh, he's been good. Not trying to overplay his hand. Tell you what, Joey Manu's been like a man possessed out there. The engine on the young man, Dylan Brown. There you go.
There's the error, but the penalty given. Adam Blair on the sideline again. Adam, to see the teams in the grind at the moment.
It's a great game, and just like you guys mentioned, Joey Manu's been involved in everything. We know what he can do at centre, and we've seen some of the glimpses he can do at fullback for the Sydney Roosters, but tonight he's gone to another level himself. Jordan Rapana, Fisher Harris, Joseph Tapane, they've both been real outstanding, and I've got to give mention to Marata Niokore. He's playing real well out there in the centre, coming up against some great opposition as well. But it's a grind. This is what Test matches is all about. It's great to see this game back here in Aotearoa on Mount Smart Stadium.
I'll soak it up down there, Adam. Yes, Manu's numbers already 120 metres, 10 carries of the ball, and he's leading all metre eaters at the moment.
Look at that colour, sea of red. Very vocal, whether it be singing or just chahooing.
So Rapana blemish-free so far. Interesting to see the Kiwis taking the shot here. I guess they just want to keep that margin higher than 6. That's their thinking. To do that, so Rapana, 3 goals for him and a try already in the game. Kiwis captain putting in a good stint early. Kiwis leading 14-6.
It's not just red flags at Mount Smart. There you go.
Well, actually, Monty, we should mention when we've enjoyed games here in the past, it has been an absolute sea of red, but there are some serious pockets of black out there, which is good to see. There's Leota. Seeing number 16 out there now for Tonga, that's Tavita Tatola. Here is Kenny Bromwich. Such a dependable player in that 12 jersey for the Kiwis. Fisher Harris passing the ball to Tapane. He's got that footwork, of course.
Just a hard man to handle, to bring down. Still plays the ball.
Big man who plays big for sure. Leota. Busts through a couple of tackles. Here's Smith. Smith, this is tailor-made for a Brandon Smith run. Good tackle once again by Kalormatang. He's been one of Tonga's best on defence so far in this game. He's looking a little bit disorganised to win that set there. And a pretty good kick in the end as Kola takes the ball for Tonga.
Joey Manu putting the bomb up that time. I think both sides are a little bit guilty of not finishing the sets well. Make sure they get to an area on the field where they have options to kick, whether it be long or back in behind the pocket. At that particular time, high.
Here's Tonga shifting the ball again quite early. Suli. Such a damaging runner, of course, Moses Suli, particularly in the clear. Tokeaho again, carries for Tonga.
Off together!
That's his 8th hitter. Just gone over 55 metres now. Has the Tongan captain for today. There's Tamalolo. And Tatola up there, hovering around the ball. nicely taken by Muritalo. Once again, it's the Tongan team who can't really get to the end of their set around that halfway mark there, Monty.
Yeah, look, they're finding the run meters easily, but it's the kick where they've missed out on getting that extra 20 to 40 metres. So I think in the end that's going to make the difference of whether you play coming out of yardage or you play on good ball, having the ability to score points.
Rapana to play the ball. What I love about Nikori is his direct, straight running. Absolutely fearless. Manu at dummy half again, looking for a little bit of space there. They've just been allowed to run just a little bit. Hughes. Comfortably taken this time, you think, by Tuipolotu. And there he is, the Manly winger. You know, he's only played 13 NRL games. Very good game for Manly there. Game against the Cowboys, which of course they lost in the last seconds there recently. But again, another Auckland-raised player who's getting opportunities in Australia. Kalormatangi.
Back and hold, wait!
Well, I can't quite see it, but there's been a bit of rain that is coming down. But more than a drizzle. It's going to make conditions a little bit more difficult. Good shot there, Kalormatangi, as he takes a bit of a break.
Now Thomas shifted here on the 5th, and that one's lost. Oh, it's been picked up here. This could be a chance for Rapana. Oh, great tackle. What a try-saving tackle that is. Penalty to New Zealand.
Oh, and
It's finished.
it's a second effort coming across. Professional foul.
Wow, stands with the try-saving tackle, and Tuipolotu is the player who's going to be binned.
Christian Tuipolotu has been outstanding for his side tonight as he comes on the chase back. He comes a little bit later, not quite getting there himself, but it's the second effort here when he's trying to play the ball that got him.
Jerome!
10 minutes in the bin. The rain coming down. Possession favouring the Kiwis. A difficult time. They need this crowd to sing and to get behind this Mate Ma'a Tonga side.
Hiku with the ball. New Zealand playing with one player advantage, of course.
Off the grid,
Key moment in this first half here, you would think. Coming up here, there's Asafa Salamona. Gets straight into the action. Smith. Now to Hughes. Here's a chance for Hiku. Another brilliant tackle by Tony Staggs. That was another try saver by the 5'8". Brilliant stuff from him. As Manu gives it back to Moses Leota. Smith goes left. Brown with the floater. Beautifully guarded by Muritalo. Yes!
First of all, what a ball. What a ball by Dylan Brown. Second of all, how did he score that? Impossible. Muritalo, beautiful work out on the left edge. First from the deep inside, Dylan Brown.
very competitive outside backs positions for New Zealand. Rapana getting the call in this game. It's value to the black jumper. Golden if he can convert this try, which he has. Another option there for New Zealand with Rapana's goal kicking. 20 points to 6 with 8 to play until the break. All wingers so good at finding the corner, Monty, these days.
Well, they practice it, don't they? They practice it. We've seen mats out, apparatuses that put them in a situation to test their acrobatic ability.
So 3 tries to New Zealand in this first half, to Hughes, to Rapana, and now to Mulitalo.
What about the collisions?
Release!
Lever Havili has been great for this Tongan side, by the way.
There's Asafa Solomona running. I was going to say it a smaller man, but every player on the other side is a smaller man for Asafa Solomona. Liking these shifts that the Kiwis do early in the count here, Monty. I think this is catching Tonga on the hop.
Yeah, I think it's a great balance because they're not shifting when there's nothing on. They're shifting after a play of the ball that's giving them a little bit of joy. So there's a bit of momentum there to shift. And also what that does, it shifts and gives them that space.
And it keeps the opposition guessing. Unpredictability is important in this sport, as we see Manu trying to struggle off tackles again. Patola having real trouble with Manu on that carry. Smith hasn't put a foot wrong at dummy half. There's Hughes. His kicking's been spot on so far. And oops, just sliding into touch there is Hiku. And there's going to be a penalty for Tonga.
Just what Tonga needed. Cue the injection. As soon as you play that music, the crowd have come alive. They need to support their boys. And a huge passage of play that's been favouring the Kiwis. The scoreline is not impressive as well. This Mate Ma'a Tonga side is a good one. We see that.
Yeah, worth mentioning too that Tonga are still playing with only 12 players, with Tuipulotu in the sin bin. Jason Taumalolo. Tough day for him. Really hasn't had the opportunity to show his attacking force in the game so far.
Okay, Kenny, get
up!
up!
Tuipulotu, Pola, and all these guys that have been out on the edges to come in and carry some dummy half runs. At the moment, with defensive line being set nice and early, they're coming up and really putting stops on this Mate Ma'a Tonga middle.
Of course, it provides opportunities now for bench players to make an impact too. We see Fotoika is out there now. Here's Havili. Amone. Good tackle right around the bootlaces there, Penasini. Nice tackle from Nyakore. He is quite experienced in the centres, but really more at home in the second row. Rain still coming down here. Nasty little bounce, and it's fallen for New Zealand. Nelson Asafa Solomona has it.
Strategically placed himself there to be on hand to get the ball after the one bounce.
Rapana, and now here's Hiku. Great season he's having with the Cowboys.
Really important 5 minutes for this Mate Ma'a Tonga side. They must repel the Kiwi side on the efforts now for the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, the scoreboard just plays on your mind psychologically.
Exactly, they won't want to concede another one before half-time, no doubt about it. Here's Asafa Solomona up the centre again, looking for that offload.
Get off now, 5!
Wisely holds on to it that time. That's an ugly play the ball, but no knock on as Manu. Oh, nicely gathered by Taumalolo. And a penalty goes to Tonga. Well, Adam Blair, tough yards for Tonga at the moment. How do they play with only 12 for these next couple of minutes?
I think the important message for Tonga, and what I think is that they need to get through to their sets. I think you guys mentioned earlier about their kick finishes. They don't seem to be getting their kicks past the 40 metres here and putting any pressure on the Kiwi boys. So important to get through the set, put some pressure on them, get down there and play some footy down there.
Deep and error-free football really important now for Tonga.
Hold here, wait!
Kondiua playing the ball there, and on comes Luke. Great story here in Sonny Luke, number 14 for Tonga. The Penrith backup hooker who's played a couple of games this season, 26 years of age. 3 shoulder reconstructions for Luke in his career so far, and a torn pec as well, Monty Beetham. And here he is playing in a test match against New Zealand at a packed out Mount Smart.
Amazing story. Be loving every moment of this and relishing it.
Here he is wearing 14 for Tonga. And they're shifting it. They're trying to do something different in the latter stages of this first half. Oh, through the hands, Katoa just couldn't gobble it up.
Oh, it's a shame. Running over his lines. As we mentioned this with it before, as we've seen before down that flank, they have been dangerous. Fortunately, Tune Katoa, pass was a little bit behind him, but he knows opportunity missed.
Now swings back to defence for the Tongan team.
Sometimes you've got to think about the percentage play. They're down a man. Just don't worry about scoring the try. You play at the right end of the field, you build some pressure, you take some gas out of their engine tank, then the opportunity will present itself a little bit later on.
Still playing a couple of minutes without winger Tuipulotu. Here comes Tapane.
Hold! Release! 6 again!
Tapane.
Slow! Right for the waker.
Here's Leota.
Move! Hold! Go 1.
Here's Smith rolling forward. Such great awareness from dummy half, doesn't he? Here's Manu. He knows when to gallop out a dummy half again. Tonga backpedaling here. Fast play the balls again for New Zealand. Now Papali'i. Here's Hiku. Oh, another great tackle from Staggs again. He is not missing tonight, Katoni Staggs. Big play there from him. Still another tackle left up their sleeve if New Zealand want to use it. Oh, nice boil on here. Bromwich. Beautiful tackle this time on the other side of the field by Benicini. Tongan defence really stretched, but they've done well to hang on here. That's Brown's kick. And beautifully gathered by Suli. Great defensive play by Tonga.
Great work, Tonga. Mate Ma'a Tonga. I tell you what, they had to dig deep. Sliding was a very good option. They number up well. And of course, just diffusing their kick. Would have been going for those sort of offloads in this dying minutes. But that is the Pacifica way.
Tonga back to 13 players now. Tuipulotu back on.
Here we go, wait.
Last minute of this first half. Oh, it's been dominated by New Zealand, both possession and territory. Tonga have been playing a lot in their own half in this first 40 minutes. There's the kick looking for maximum distance. Mulitalo. He's got the ball now for New Zealand.
That's enough, Will!
Well, you mentioned form. His NRL form has been outstanding.
Has it what? One last play here, but a razzle-dazzle from New Zealand maybe. Papali'i. And Hiku just not able to gather that in, but an exciting first half has resulted in a 3-try-to-1 scoreline in this first 40 minutes. Tries to Hughes, to Rapana and to Mulitalo, and try to Katoa for Mate Ma'a Tonga. It's the Kiwis leading at halftime by 20 points to 6.
Stay back, boys.
Here goes the restart from Katoni Staggs. Second half. Hope you're enjoying this match here at Mount Smart Stadium, the return of International Rugby League. Once again, a shout out to the Kiwi Ferns, who beat the Tongan team earlier today by 50 points to 12 in the double-header. Isaiah Papali'i, 20 tackles in the first half, only one behind New Zealand's leading tackler in the first half. That's Joseph Tapane.
Hold! Go 3, don't come up with him.
Smith. Here's Tapane again. putting in a big shift.
Jason off the
Wearing
shoulders.
the 13 jersey. Smith rolls away from dummy half as New Zealand go over the halfway line. And once again, it's Manu.
60 metres on the carry.
An imposing start to the second half by New Zealand.
Moses!
Beautifully taken by Tuipulotu.
Oh!
Great chase by New Zealand.
Stand up now, wait!
Great footy all around. Course to take. Plenty of pressure on. You see the defensive line getting up in their face. Moses Suli was outstanding for Mate Ma'a Tonga in the first half. He's going to need these carries a little bit more. Outside men have to come in. A bit more work. That evasion, that footwork, go to ground, play the ball speed, because right now they're getting picked off in the singles.
Yes, indeed, Sulik, such a damaging runner. He had 4 carries in the first half. Tatola. Now it is for Tuika. Gold Coast Titans player, of course, 4 State of Origin games for Queensland. And not required this season so far. There goes the kick on the last tackle. Nicely taken by Mulitalo coming forward.
Once again, Glenn, that is not the right kick. You know, you're making it 50 metres with the carry, ball in hand, but you only get an extra 10 metres with your kick. And it's not even a kick that was threatening them in terms of getting possession back, or not an attacking one. You need to kick a bit deeper. Territory has to be key for the side as well.
New Zealand already over the halfway line on tackle 3. Bromwich, Hughes, and now Papali'i with a chance to run at the defence. Again, we're seeing the ball shift 3 or 4 wide early in the count. Stretching Tonga as New Zealand now come back the other direction. Poor pass that time by Smith, but picked up by Brown. Nicely for the Kiwis. Here's the last tackle. An attacking kick from Hughes. He's found the grass. Oh, nice chase over there by Kohler. That was a good kick by Hughes.
Great kick. Better work from Kohler. Getting that ball, cleaning it up. Had a bit of work to do. The chase was coming across. And you see Tuipulotu, he's been good for the side. Spent some time in the bin, but turns of his chase back. Apana. Hughes now.
That was ugly.
Strip 1-on-1 forward by New Zealand.
Okay, so that's going to go against New Zealand. It's going to be a scrum for Tonga.
We can look at some of the body language now from the Tongan players. They should be upbeat, then they get the ball. You see there, the knock on. He's saying that it was a strip. Come forward off that Apana. Too sure if that was the case. Good opportunity now for Tonga.
That was just created by fast play the ball with the dummy half not in position to take it. Another player who's going well for Tonga, I have to give props to Kotoni Staggs, on defence in particular. Those try-saving tackles in the first half were pretty impressive. But it's going to be his attacking prowess that's going to be needed for Tonga now.
Yeah, and he's a runner. He's run first. I think that's what you need from him as a half. Amoni's a bit more of the ball player and trying to create a bit of space or put people in holes in and around him. I think Tony Staggs, especially in this weather, the show and go would be huge, or just drifting across the field and looking to drop people off. Once again, show and go.
Release, Moses.
Tatola. Luke remains on at dummy half. Now Tonga spreading it early. It's a little better this time, but the Kiwi defence is owning up big time there.
Stand together.
Good tackle from Tapane and Kenny Bromwich. Driving that Tongan player back again. Excellent connection there coming from Leota on Taumalolo, and he's not getting the post-contact meters we're used to seeing him get in this game.
He's been working pretty hard. Leota's been massive off the bench for this Kiwi side.
Staggs has been taken down. Late maybe, no call by Atkins, the referee. So it's play on, and here's Manu poking his nose through the line.
Every time he carries, he pokes his nose through the line, if not breaks it, and straight away you get the next carrier who comes off that momentum. It's a lot of joy. Apana, just like Mate Ma'a Tonga are doing, coming off the edges, working for their side.
Here's Bromwich. Good settling run by the back rower. Here's New Zealand again. Good field territory coming in this set for Tapane. Smith. Now Hughes, nice and flat. Inside ball to Leota is good. Hughes having a very solid game. Smith off the fast play the ball. Here's Hughes' kick. That one could be ugly in the wet conditions. Oh, was just trying to see if there was a hand on the ball. I think everyone might have missed it in the end.
Yeah, definitely a knock-on first. But now I think they're going with the dropout, as we see. Just did a great job to thread that ball. I thought there was a knock-on there, probably not. Off the foot, as they all try and force it. A bit of desperation, all eluding them. Finally, we hit. The man finished that one off.
Wonderful kick from Jerome Hughes. Short kick off, and what a pinball machine we were in there. Try and figure that one out. It's a knock-on against the Kiwis.
Well, good on Tonga for trying something. A short kick out, kick off, drop out. Yeah, definitely knock on there from the partner.
On-field ruling him knock on New Zealand.
So we're going to the bunker.
Time back on, challenge successful, you still got a challenge.
There, the challenge is successful.
It's going to be your play the ball, 0 tackle.
Well, let's see the body language of Mate Ma'a Tonga now. It's gone against him. What resolve have they got? Really need to keep the Kiwis out on this set. So they've got a bit more confidence.
Okay, let's go.
Papali'i.
Tilly, line, wait. Tola.
Big chance here for New Zealand to stretch their lead out. There's Leota.
Sonny, get out of there! On the line. Hold.
And a little
in your space
as the two Panthers players came together there.
Well, I was going to say, looks fresh.
Clock on.
Not lack any energy. Great run from Leota. Unfortunately, not able to hold possession. Bit of a knee in there. Sonia Luke. Come on, he's been good when he's replaced Havili. Sonia Luke that time had a knee there. Leota dropping possession. Bit of a messy passage of minutes.
Yes, indeed. Don't forget about Beanie for brain cancer round next week in the NRL Telstra Premiership in Australia. Brain cancer kills more children than any other disease and more people under the age of 40 than any other cancer. The Mark Hughes Foundation is raising funds to support vital research into treatments and cures for brain cancer, and for another year running, the NRL is proud to support this great cause. So head to the markhughesfoundation.com.au to support today, and that is going to be a problem.
Tennessee and a drop ball, just got position back and an opportunity to get out of their end. Still a bit of a loose carry. There was a hand in there, but onus has to be on the ball carry out.
It was an agonising watch on the replay, wasn't it? Here's New Zealand with a big chance again.
Break!
Brown. Nikwere.
Move now, Will, come on up!
Nothing flashed from the scrum on that play from New Zealand. He's choosing the settling runs, and that is a basic mistake from Kenny Bromwich this time. So some errors creeping into both teams here.
You don't see that from Kenny Bromwich. You won't see that for the rest of the year. But I will credit the line speed from Mate Ma'a Tonga getting off the line. Your thoughts on that passage of play, Adam?
Yeah, I think you guys both mentioned it's getting a little bit sloppy the last 5 minutes, but again, like you said, Monty, Kenny Bromwich doesn't make those mistakes, so he'll be filthy on themselves. So the important thing here is for Mate Ma'a Tonga to try and get through their set, and I've heard you both speak about it. They haven't been able to put in a good kick yet, so if they can do that and get through the set, maybe just a nice simple set to get through here and get down the other end and put some pressure on the Kiwi team.
Exactly. I think they need to really get a lengthy kick in as well. Monty, the distance on their kicks on the 5th tackle have not been good.
Territory is a big problem for the Tongan side as well as position, so you've got to play at the right end of the field. Then you can force an error, and if you force an error like you've seen here, then you're in a good position to capitalise on that.
Tackle from Smith as they look to run it in, and you caught it. Has cut one of those players in half. I think it was a Monet.
Well, he is big. And he imposed his will, his presence, his size. Marata Nuakore. The boys were in on it, congratulating him. Look at that, he comes a long way in. Wrong shoulder, but it doesn't matter. He made the stop on Amoni. Forced possession over. These are the big plays within the test match that really do help swing momentum. It's been an ugly 10 minutes in terms of a watch, but now the ball is swung back now in centre field. Good opportunity for this Kiwi side.
Brennan, stay there. Hold. Break.
Hughes for New Zealand. That's the 10-metre line. Here's Leota.
Move now, Mo, come on off.
Tonga on the rack here. Can they hold this Kiwis team out up in net? You can see that try line. It's getting bigger.
Get on, get on.
Slow play the ball. Another great tackle from Kaloa-Matangi. Smith. Going to be asked for Solomona. Just tried to barge over. Get the selfie stick out and slap it home. Wasn't to be on that occasion. Hughes. Manu. Great ball to Rapana, but he ran out of space. Rapana not quite in position to receive that one.
Also running on the overs line, it was a bit of an out ball, bit of a lob from Joey Manu, but how devastating has he been tonight? His bag of trips has been exceptional. We've seen boots of ball, we've seen the short passes, we've seen direct running, and that time creating room for the outside men. Unfortunately, Rapana not able to finish it.
Well, no change to that half-time score. We'll basically be playing inside Tonga's half again.
It's all stand up, lock in, wait.
What Tonga need now is no errors. There's some really good carries here.
Jerome, off the
There's a good strong one from Satili. Tuponiua. Good contact here from Joseph Tapane. Run meters massively against Tonga. It's a huge stack going for New Zealand, and that's a better kick, getting good distance that time and turning Manu around.
Sonia Luke, great job at a dummy half, which means everyone's on side. Best thing about the kick is the chase, so look at that. This is a good opportunity now to turn the screws, get off that line, make a few stops.
And they're up fast on Mulitalo, no space there.
Look for the shift.
Brown has a dart from dummy half. Valuable meters there for New Zealand. Tonga just couldn't quite get their line speed. Functioning correctly there off that fast play the ball. Here's Rapana. Doing what he does best, skipping out of a couple of tackles. Looking for an offload, and he's got one to Jerome Hughes.
Hold! Release, Sonny back. Hold. Go for.
Jesse Bromwich back out there now. The Kiwis captain. Hughes with the kick. Kick inside New Zealand's half, so Tonga might have a territory advantage here. As Gola comes back for the team in red.
Well, and the arm wrestle now. That's what we need to see. Able to come back through, carry on. He's lost possession.
Yeah, great tackle from Brandon Smith. Of course, Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland is a UNESCO City of Music and was named Lonely Planet Best Travel's #1 city to visit in 2022. And here we are at Mount Smart Stadium.
Let's go,
which in the past, of course, has been the home for motorsport fans in the New Zealand Rally. Of course, we've got that coming back later on in the year. The New Zealand Rally in September, part of the World Rally Championship. In Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, and now there's a great chance here for the Kiwis. With another set inside Tonga's half. So far, haven't been able to execute though, Monty.
Yeah, I think they need some patience. Of course, we've got a new spine and we've looked deadly at times, but it's about building now. Build, and if you can't quite score a try, put it in goal, get a repeat set. You can see that now from this young spine from the Kiwi side.
It's for Solomon, nice and hard into the line. Messi play again from New Zealand. Will this fire up Tonga?
That's what we're speaking about, risk versus reward. Might be better just to find the ground. That late offload always helps though when you're trying to break up the defensive line. But you need to keep the ball in hand.
Oh, what a moment to announce yourself into the game. Mole Olakau Atu came on and make that tackle there, Monty, the Manly back rower. 23-year-old debuting for Tonga in this match here. Suli.
Jerome off the body! He's 10.
Decisive runs tonight, Suli.
Here's Tui Pelotu. Oh. Jordan Rapana. Children sit down, the sheriff's in town.
Look at that, that's sound defence. With these noted dummy half runners with good feet getting out, not able to get their elbows and knees.
Off together!
Here's Fanua Blake. Going to kick on the 5th this time. And trying to drive New Zealand back, but Manu in good position. Gives it to Mulitalo, but the Tongan chase is good.
Tavita off the shoulders!
The idea was right.
Sorry, Monty.
The idea was right to kick long. Execution not quite the same. That was a good shot. Yeah, shot has been good tonight, Sony Luke.
Rapana feeling that one after giving one. Heku. Who changed to that half-time score, 20 points to 6. Hughes, Rapana, and Mulitalo, the tries for New Zealand. Cut off for Tonga. There goes Smith. Trying to send some urgency and energy into New Zealand's attacking game. Likewise, Joey Manu. Manu almost through. He's got there. Manu. Oh, clever kick. And brilliantly forced there by Mone, who chased back. But wonderful attacking play by Manu.
How good has Joey Manu been today? There's nothing that he can't do, this young man. Nothing that he's not willing to do either for this black jumper. Look at that. Sony Luke just gave him a rap before, got shrugged off. He pushes through with his leg drive. Papali'i on hand to score a try. Came across Amoni to finish that off.
Well, not only was the run outstanding, but how good was that kick? It was perfectly weighted. Another short kick-off for Tonga. And I think it's lost by Papali'i, so Staggs has it. And Tonga have a chance to split it here for Noah Blake. Chooses to just keep it under the wing.
Yeah, he knows. Smart. Got to play out at this end. This guy's carrying's got to get some joy.
Tapane's having a spell on the bench now with James Fisher-Harris back out there. This ball. Let's see what Tonga can do here. Kupaniua.
Off the shoulders!
I mean, it's inside his own half. Room for Tuaika. So over the halfway, look, energetic from dummy half again. Now Suli. Good tackle. Right, Tita Heku for New Zealand. Tonga got a bit of a roll on here as they have a rear opportunity inside New Zealand's half. Oh, the crowd love that one from Olakau Atu.
That fend.
Here's the last play. There's the kick from Amone. But Manu was there, taken in the air too. That's a penalty.
Yeah, once again, poor choice of selection for the chip. I think it was on. If you were going to go short, maybe it was on the ground, because that means that the chasers coming through would do it difficult.
Maybe the adrenaline was just pumping through Tokeaho there. But it was Tonga's best set of the second half, Monty. Don't think there's any doubt about that.
But once again, it's been a bad end to the set. Monty trying to chip when he probably should have put it on the floor or even kicked a little bit wider for his outside man.
Exactly. I think with the grass being wet, difficult to bend down and pick up a nice clean ball. Bromwich. Jesse Bromwich.
Siwa release!
By Tokeaho. Fisher Harris passing to Asafa Solomona, and New Zealand rotating.
Off together!
Nicely. Asafa Solomona having a good stint here. Smith now to Brown, to the line, nice and flat. Nice energy into that defensive line from Dylan Brown. Having a very solid game. Fisher Harris, good hands by the Kiwis here. Hughes picks that one up. Manu. There's Manu wreaking havoc again. Nicely gathered by Kola, and Tonga have a set just outside their own goal line.
Joey Manu take a bow first and foremost with once again showing the ability to beat multiple defenders and then put it into the end goal. But Kola, wonderful work to get out of his end, and much needed. His team would have been under much pressure.
Yeah, that was composure times 10, wasn't it?
Hold. Milking.
There's Sione Katoa. Almost getting through to Upalotu. Haven't quite seen the line breaks this game, Tonga. They've only made one in the game so far. That Kiwis defence has been spot on. New Zealand have actually made 5 line breaks in the game. Good set there by Tonga. That was a tough 6 tackles. New Zealand bring it back now as Rapana. Good chase coming through here.
Alakuatu, he's been devastating off the bench. We saw a big palm just before when he had the ball on the right edge. This time he just puts a massive shot in, driving him back on the partner. Look at that. He didn't quite get the shoulder in, but he drives him back.
Great contact there from Tokiaho on Nikore as well. Here's Smith. Nasa for Solomona. He's having a good stint on the field now. That's his 10th carry. Just drifted over 70 metres in the game now. Smith kicking on the 4th. He recognises that we need a bit of breathing space. And, oh, no way. Beautiful kick there from Jerome Hughes. It's a line dropout.
Wow, way to kick.
Absolute perfect.
It just stopped up.
That's the rule, mate.
Ball on a string, Jerome Hughes. I think that's been the difference tonight in terms of the two teams as the kicking game to end the sets of 6. But look at that, that's beautifully well weighted.
Now that is a 50-metre kick to the centimetre, Monty.
Crazy.
And again, Tonga going short. They're persisting with this tactic. Rapana taking that one. Now the Kiwis have got a full set 20 metres out.
Like to see some patience here from the Kiwis. To force the issue.
Nikora is out there. Congratulations to Britain Nikora getting another test. His 5th game for New Zealand. The Sharks back rower. Jesse Bromwich, so the only New Zealander we haven't seen in the playing 17, Kieran Foran so far. Here's Hughes, nice and flat, great ball to Nikora. Love the way he runs at those lines, Britain Nikora. Fast play the ball too, Tonga backpedaling here. Papali'i, brilliant finish. Isaiah Papali'i gets his first try for the Kiwis.
Well, that's what happens when you've got shape going to the line. You had 2 men. You had an option outside you on the short ball. You also get the defensive line coming through because the backdoor options are there. As you see, Fisher Harris, there's an opportunity to pass out the back. Fisher Harris, the modern-day enforcer. There's a guy that goes out there and he does what he needs to do with the strong, direct carries, but also defensively really put some shots on. That time he part a nice 2s to this man. Not so long ago, it was his home ground, so he scored plenty of tries here, and he gets one in the black colours.
Great shot just before then, captured by our camera operator. Isaiah Papali'i, he had a bit of work to do to finish that try, Monty, even though it was lovely timing with the pass from Fisher Harris.
It's just the strength of the man, that base, the power. He knew if he could hold the ball, he'd have enough strength to get through with the leg drive to get over the line. Nice to see a little bit more patience from the Kiwi side. The setup, it wasn't forced. They had options out the back as well. That time choosing to go short.
Papali'i has made every poster winner in his career since moving to the Eels. Back rower of the year last year, of course. And of course, this year's going to be his last at the Eels before moving to the Tigers. Now Rapana with a nice opportunity here for another 2 points for New Zealand. The first points of the second half, and it's a 20-point game now to the Kiwis. 26 points to 6. Great finish from Isaiah Papali'i, Adam Blair.
Oh, great try, and Isaiah deserves this. He's been working really hard. Defensively, the Kiwis have been really sound, and they've suffocated the Tongan boys. So they've put pressure on them, they've built pressure. But what I do like is where the Kiwis have got some athletic middle players that can play footy, got good feet, good strong, and defensively they're really good. So Fisher Harris, all the stuff he's bringing from Penrith Panthers, he's put it all into play tonight.
Yeah, well said.
Step on.
4 players have gone over 100 metres now running in the game for New Zealand. Manu, Rapana, Tapane, and also Moses Leota off the bench. Great game from him, great numbers. Look at Manu again. He's up over 200 metres, but he's lost it there.
Oh, that's a shame, a real shame. They looked up just before he went into contact. There's Brits in the corner running a great line off his shoulder. It was a bit of an impromptu fireworks display. But just see, he just makes the breaks. Brits in the corner was there, unfortunately wasn't able to hold on. But if you think about the World Cup coming up and him being in that #1 position with the lights running off him, been a real find for us here tonight, because that was the question mark when the Kiwi team came out, was that guy in 1 when he's so devastating in the centre position.
Here's Suli off the scrum. Luke still there for Tonga. Havili.
Jesse, move!
Return.
He's 10.
Sonny Luke is preferred at the moment. What can Tonga do in these last 15 minutes? There's Kola. They've got to score now. Really have to score on the set to have any chance of mounting a heroic comeback. Olakau'atu, 5 metres out. Pass play the ball. Luke, with those New Zealand players offside. Referee says play on. Last play now for Mate Ma'a Tonga. Amone almost opened up, and again some excellent defence, creating indecision in that Tongan attack.
Oh, absolutely. The kick pressure off the line from Brandon Smith and other men around him really put him under pressure, so Amone wasn't able to get to a kick.
Well, don't forget, next week we'll be doing it all again here at Mount Smart. That is a sellout. The Warriors versus the West Tigers. Going to have a beautiful, wonderful atmosphere again here. Very different, I think, to what we're experiencing here right now. But there are tickets still available to the next home game, which is on the 29th of July, 8 o'clock kickoff. The Storm is coming back to Mount Smart Stadium. Ticketmaster.co.nz. A couple more games coming after that later on in the season between the Bulldogs and the Titans as well. So Brandon Smith will be back here for the Storm in just a few weeks' time. It's hard to actually pick out a Kiwis player when he's had a bad game. All of them been terrific.
Been very good. If you think about guys that have been exceptional, there's been a handful of those as well. Very good to watch. It's been a long time since we've seen a game at Mount Smart, and let alone international standard, and one where you're up against very good opposition.
Add in move, mate. Square.
Oh, hard luck there for Palatau Amone. He's gone off for an HIA. Now Kieran Foran is out there wearing 14. There he is. Well, who would have believed that? He would have been out there after we watched in 2009 him dislocate his shoulder against Great Britain. Here he is, 3 years later, another test for Kieran Foran, test number 23, Monty.
Oh, what a legend. Great service to this black jumper, and also just to rugby league in general. Wonderful half over the years.
And in a different role here, and I think he'll relish this too, Monty, being a dummy half. You played a bit of dummy half in your career as well?
Yeah, I picked up this would be the case. Of course, you've got a new spine, you've got a new 6 and 7 in there. So just give them their time in the saddle. You can come on any position, really, but ideally that's the best for him. Once again, a high kick. Both teams trying to employ this tactic. I don't know if it's been as efficient as either would have liked.
Now, Brandon Smith is still out there for the Kiwis, so he's back in that lock, loose forward position, which he's also equally very good at playing. He played one game, 1 or 2 games at prop this year too, hasn't he? But still 1 game at prop. Nice hands from Tokiaho. That goes forward. That's the one thing, I guess, wearing a 14 jersey, you make a lot more tackles in that number than you do in the 6 jersey. Here's Tamalolo. Oh, a little slip there. Gives a chance for Tuipulotu. Nice adjustment there by the New Zealand defence to gather in Christian Tuipulotu. Suli gives it to Staggs. What can he create? Play on's the call, and here comes Manu. Nothing, unfortunately, for Staggs to be able to create. It's been a tough night for Tony Staggs.
Oh, it has been.
Great player.
We know what he's capable of, but just talk about Joey Manu, just mentioned his name, 235 metres. That's what we've seen in the game. Still got 12 minutes left to play. Exceptional move from Matt Maguire, putting him into the fullback position. We saw him come up his line.
Those numbers are outrageous for Joey Manu. Here's Tapane back out there to finish the game now.
And release him!
10 minutes to play, 1 try only in the second half, scored by Isaiah Papali'i for New Zealand. In space for Fisher Harris behind the ruck. Did that numerous times against the Warriors last week. For the Panthers. There goes the kick from Dylan Brown. Nicely taken by Hola for Tonga.
Been good at diffusing situations at the back. Those kicks, big shot there from Britain the quarter.
Yeah, it was also James Fisher-Harris, who doesn't have shoulders. They're just rocks, Monty. There's Suli.
Joseph off the ground, come on! Wait! Go 3, Marcus, good.
Suli plays the ball. Here's Tokiaho once again.
Hold! Release Jesse!
Havili back out there now for Tonga. Tamalolo. Tokiaho and Tamalolo. Tamalolo's been going at 164 metres a game for the Cowboys this season, Monty, but he's only on 58 in this game. That's a dodgy bounce. Unfortunately, it's not that night for Tonga, is it? Another night they might have bounced right into the hands of Penasini there.
Yeah, when you look at the stats and the numbers of all middlemen, really, they haven't been up where you'd expect. As Hughes makes a break.
He's on his lonesome, though. Cola's got it. Great run from Hughes, clean break there. New Zealand have got a good roll on here. Let's see if Manu can do something here. By Tokiaho.
Back in there, come on.
Tonga back on their line again. Foreign. Bromwich. Pass was a bit wobbly there to Brown as Hiku looks to create something, and the connection not quite there for one of the rare occasions in the game as Katoa capitalises here for Tonga.
Atanui Kore could have done a hamstring. Going to keep up with play. Slipping on the side a bit.
Just struggling a little. Battling a little bit for sure at the moment.
He said home.
Run it off. He's really struggling as he looks to stretch it out now. That Staggs a good short ball to Puponuiua. Havili. Tonga might be wise to attack in that position actually down this right flank. It's Fanua Blake. Tokiaho it was. Here goes Tonga. Look, clever kick. Now to Mulitalo, knock that on. No, he didn't. Beautifully gathered by the winger.
Oh, what hands. As we see this man again, it's like there's clones of him out there. That's how effective he's been. He's been everywhere today. 260 metres are really
This is ridiculous. Is he going to run over 300 for the game? Could do, Monty, the way he's going.
Adding, stand up! Square Siwa!
4 in again. There's Rapana with a carry for the Kiwis. Iku.
Moses, stand! Hold! Wait!
Nothing flash from Hiku in this game, but that's what you need sometimes. Good glue players. You like to call them.
5, Saliva! Back. Hold!
7 minutes to go.
Jesse,
There's
come on,
4 in.
keep going. Good.
And Hughes with that kick on the last play.
Kieran! 110.
Pulitakola again for Tonga.
Kieran is on me!
And Nikore, it looks like his night is done.
Wait! Go, 1.
Test debut number 1. Game number 1 for New Zealand, been a solid effort.
Joseph!
Hoping that hamstring won't be
Wait!
a bother. He's had his injury problems this season, hasn't he?
Playing a little bit out of position as well. We know he's effective at centre, but he probably would have liked to have been in the second row. Plenty of options there for Mate Ma'a, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Jordan Riki, the 18th man today. Another just waiting in the wings. Here's Luke. Nice ball. Chance for Sitili. Boniua again. For the Roosters back rower. Away goes Havili. And now Staggs with that kick. And here comes Manu again. And wow, no space for him that time as Suli says taste the grass, Joey.
Go, 1. Just contact. Okay, Siwa, stand
Completion
now.
rate's dropped to 75% for the Kiwis. Been falling steadily in the second half. They've executed at just the right time. Here's a chance for Mulitalo.
Get off!
Nikora at dummy half. Here's Rapana. Neil Blake with the tackle for Tonga.
Hold! Go, 4.
4 tries to 1 it is in this contest. Up in there. Maybe the Kiwis might want to make it 5 here. Papali'i hit hard and he's lost it. That's a loose carry.
Gotta hold that ball.
There's Tuipolotu. Crowd getting very excited for a second there.
Jordan.
There's Tamalolo changing direction. Papali'i throwing it in reverse.
Get off!
And not by choice.
Hold! Hold!
Okiaho. Left for a big finish here. Maybe one last try in this contest.
Come on!
5 minutes to play.
Wait!
Luke. He's given it to his Panthers teammate James Fisher-Harris.
Move now!
Unfortunate for Luke there. He's been a real live wire off the bench.
Oh, he's been brilliant today in the story, adversity he's faced, and to have that opportunity to play for him and team in front of a great crowd.
Release Will!
He's not looked out of place either as Nikora plays that one. And here comes Kenny Bromwich again. He's lost it.
Stripped. 1-on-1.
Play on's the call, and Brown has it for the Kiwis, and Fisher-Harris will set it up. 3 tackles left in this set. Good field position again.
Move now. Tackle 1. Stand up. Hold.
It's a restarted tackle count, so the Kiwis got 5 up their sleeve here. Here goes Brown, the Hughes. This is looking promising for Manu. Can he cap a brilliant game with a try? He's 5 metres short. Iku at dummy half. Hughes' kicking has been absolutely exceptional in this game. Tapane. Another real solid game from him in the black jumper. Hughes again, squeezing it through, and that's a lovely play from Jerome Hughes. Another line dropout coming up.
Tuponiua is on hand to jump on the ball. It's been a tough night at the office for this Mate Ma'a Tonga side.
Oh, Adam Blair, it's been another very solid performance from Jerome Hughes. What a game.
Yeah, one of them, the most underrated, I feel, in the NRL in their halves. The things that he's done tonight, kicked well, put the pressure back on the the Mate Ma'a Tongan team. I feel that's been the biggest difference. It's the end of set finishes, and Jerome Hughes has been a big part of the Kiwis.
Yes, it's been a big difference between the two teams.
Nice to see him marshalling the troops as well, been keeping an eye on him throughout.
Now, can the Kiwis ice this game with another 4-pointer? Foreign sizing up the options. Brown, Bromwich. Wisely kept the ball in hand there. Mulitalo would have been thrown into touch, I reckon, if he'd given it. Good hands again by Brown. Here's Foreign. Fisher Harris. Again, they're looking for opportunities down this left flank. And that's been lost forward by Katoa. 6 more tackles.
Well, he needed to make a play at the ball. Got in the passing lane, because if he hadn't have, would have been in for a try.
There's Nakora. Right in the corner there, Mulitalo. And he's been thrown into touch.
Sharks boys playing down a very short blind side. Nice little bit of skills from Britain Nakora.
Hey, Bucky, you got a captain's challenge from New Zealand, disputing the decision of into touch.
Oh, that's a curious
Liam,
one.
what are we at? What tackle are we at?
Arguing that the ball was out of his hands by the time he was thrown into touch.
Tackle.
That can be the only explanation.
Okay,
Just looking to see if Ronaldo Mulitalo goes into touch at any point. At this point, he's in. He's in. He's still in. His feet now go up. Just need to make sure his elbow hasn't touched the ground.
Second effort.
If he's kept that in, Monty, that is outrageous.
Shouldn't have gone on the short side.
Play the ball.
This will be a better angle. Going to tap from here, but it has to be the elbow. Well, they wouldn't have caught it if he felt no, his elbow was on the face. Very hard to determine, but it was on his face.
At this point, the ball's gone. Ronaldo Mulitalo is off the ground, playing on at this point. The flag has gone up from the touch charge, which is a mutual infringement. We'll go back to the previous play.
Go back. He's got rid of it before the arm goes down.
He's a magician.
You know,
saw him score his first try on debut with some acrobatic
I can't hear much of that.
ability.
He said captain's challenge successful,
the thing
right?
that amazes me there, Monty, is how did he know his elbow wasn't in
Challenge
touch?
is
I mean, he had
successful.
bodies and arms all
We're going
over
back
it.
for the zero, play the ball.
The confidence of the young man to be aware that his body was in through that whole process, which happened
Kenny,
very
you'll play
quickly,
ball.
I may add. And he smiles. Now to Mulitalo, you
Zero,
deserve
play
to
the ball
smile,
for
mate.
6 again.
Try on debut.
Fantastic play. So the Kiwis still have 2 minutes here. Tapane. Tough day for Taumalolo. Noah Blake. Just being outplayed by this New Zealand team in this contest. Foreign. That's Hughes. Here's Manu. He's running out of time to get 300 metres. Lining up just short. Joey Manu. An amazing performance from him. Fisher Harris. Hughes. This is Brown. Britton Nakora's over the line. Can he get it down? No.
Oh, wonderful work.
Tackle 3. Time off.
There's a
Put in your ball,
Katoa.
mate. Tackle 3. Tackle 3 out of
It
your
was Katoa who was there in the end. A little bit, probably a bit too lateral from the Kiwis. They decided to straighten up
Straight out there.
and penetrate the line. It's in the quarter, but Katoa did a wonderful job in holding him up.
3, mate.
Bromwich. That's Foreign. Very deep here, the Kiwis is Manu. Oh, smashed by his Roosters teammate. And that's unfortunate for Tupo Niua. Just thrown into touch, but that was solid contact.
Tupo Niua has been great today. He's been doing a lot of the hard stuff and having the efforts on effort. His teammate there. 2 Roosters clash. No friends when you're playing for your countries.
He's a Maris Saints Jr. from Mount Albert. Satili Tuponiua, he would have enjoyed that one, and I'm sure
10
his former
seconds.
teammates at that very fine club would have enjoyed that.
Clock off. Get in quick. Head in, go.
And Manu has clipped over 300 metres for the game.
302
Unbelievable.
to be exact. Chip and chase.
To give you to put that in context, that's 3 lengths of the field.
And he's not done. Here's some more.
Well, he's lost it. Not going to get the chance. That's going to get the job done in this game. Kiwis too good in this return home to New Zealand. They win this game by 26 points to 6.